But then there was a sad deal. Like there was a lemonade stand. Did you see this clip where the kids are out there selling lemonade? Play it.
Yeah.
In surveillance video provided by a neighbor, you can see two males approach Jude Peterson and his friends as they sell lemonade just before 5 Friday evening. The male in the dark hoodie, who has been described as a teenager, moves fast, displaying what looks to be a firearm, then quickly snatching the cash box, running off with $30. Nathan, Jude's father, said it was terrifying at first, but what really moved him is how his neighbors responded.
Let's just do the 30. Let's just do the purge. Let's just do that. Let's start that. Let's just start that deal and play it.
Really mad and pull me down.
Already on the ground, Mrs. Wren is kicked squarely in the face.
They used the fist to hit my head multiple times, and then they pull me down to the ground and kept hitting me, kicking me.
The horror doesn't end there. When Mrs. Wren tries to hide in the hallway and is unable to close the door, the suspects return again.
Jeez.
Not to steal her watch or earrings, but her keys, and to take turns assaulting the terrified senior.
You know, the manhood in me gets pretty riled up when I see shit like that. I saw another video that somebody posted. You know, I follow all these other accounts, talk about Instagram, which are all about situational awareness and what are you going to do in these situations. You know, Byron Rogers has a great page on that. You know, what would you do in this situation? Man, I saw one where this lady was working in like a FedEx or a UPS store or whatever. The guy came in and just beat the hell out of this lady, stomping her head and the whole thing. And it's like, you know, we've gotten into a world where you just better be armed wherever you go. I mean, you better be armed. If you don't live in a place where you can be armed, you need to get out of that place. Let them have it. Let the animals overrun it. And it is always the same characters. It's the same cast of characters that are out there doing the same BS. You won't say, "Oh, that's racist," or what? I don't care. I really don't care what you say anymore. It's the same group of people. It's the same generation of fatherlessness and all these people who've just decided to be feral animals because they don't respect law enforcement, and law enforcement's not doing the job to enforce that. Nobody ever beat these kids' ass. And so anyway, it's bad, dude.
It's horrible. But you know, these attacks happen on the Asian Americans in San Francisco. I follow a few Twitter accounts who follow it, and it's that community that really led the recall against their DA, and you're seeing that community wake up, and I think it's truly fascinating. If anyone hasn't been paying attention to San Francisco politics, look at what happened. The Asian community not only led the recall, but two out of every 3 Asian people live in San Francisco even voted Democrat. But you're starting to see them starting to change. They already had a recall with a school board member. Now they had the recall with their DA. So something's happened there. It's changing with the Asian community. Maybe this is what it takes, but it's happened in New York City. There's always those viral videos of them, you know, older Asian people getting attacked at subways, just getting beat and being left there. Like no one even helps out.
Nobody.
People just
It's
like film and just kind of, you know, let them be. And it's like, man, it's real sadness to see that happen in our country.
But then I get the people who are going to come on my Twitter and troll me and say these things about, oh, stop the Asian hate or stop the bigotry and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, why don't you call out the actual perpetrators who are doing this stuff? You know, because like you said, in places like San Francisco, it's become a trend. Like it's an acceptable form of practice to be able to do these kind of things. Oh, sad deal. And at some point in time, people are just going to have to fight back. And more of these little, like the convenience store where the guy just pops up his shotgun and bold move for that 80-year-old man, too. I mean, the guy had him dead to rights with an AR-15. He just popped him with a 12 gauge.